So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st down, Raiders.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Caught by Nelson left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Good route here.
To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain there of 30 big ones. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
11 yards there, 1st down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready?
Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A very solid gain of 27. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Shamar Stephen able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Check 26, check 26. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Shit, shit. Shit.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Steelers are in for 6.
Don't quit, bro. That's an L. Please don't quit, my guy.
Touchdown.
Touchdown for days.
Thank you.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. The end result, 21 yards. Cousins now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Throwing is Cousins. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. Cousins now. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Doctson, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on third down. Carr. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
You're mine. Mike 54. Mike 54. Smooth.
They do go for it. It's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. What we got? Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Express. 93. Easy. Kill. Get online, baby. That's it.
Now Carr again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Express.
Carr going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Max Crosby brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. the first sack of his NFL career. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 24 is the mic.
Cousins. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Express. Back 55. Back 55. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Again, it's Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And
a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. As his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Kill. Hey, Delta. Kill, kill. Ready to go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
They start the drive with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, can.
They run again on first down, Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, 2nd down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 31.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Ready?
third down.
Right there in the middle. 55. Coming to my work. We won. Ready?
Glennon. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Stephen Weatherly in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Running is Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch. You're out. Check. Watch the shape. Sam on. Shoot.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey. Come, baby. Hey, do. Hey, one set. Check right.
Now on 2nd and 13. Glennon looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Ready up. 55, Mike 55. Come off the ball. Rock it. Come. Let's go.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Glennon. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 9.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Mike 55. Hey, orbit.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here.
Mike 51. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Throwing, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Switch. 24 is the mic.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They begin with a run by Crowell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Crowell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch out. Check line 54. Line 54. Cover 6-6. Pull it hard. Snap.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. He's going to field this at the 4. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Now Cousins on 4th down. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen taking it goal line to goal line. 100 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll run it again with Crowell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Crowell with 7 seconds remaining. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Vikings 27.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.